Hi everybody, my name is Rachel, and in today's video I want to show you the notable differences between crepes and pancakes. I know once in a while you've seen posts or videos about such, and it is very likely for someone to say they are making pancakes when in real life they are making crepes. If you're not a subscriber, I am kindly requesting you to subscribe to my channel because I will be giving you ideas from other people, things that I think are very helpful in day-to-day life, that I have learned, that I have tried, and that I know are priceless. So why don't you hit that subscribe button now, and let us go to the video. So first things first, whether you're making crepes or pancakes, you will need flour. Now we are going to the basics. You will need the flour. You will need sugar. This is white granulated sugar. You will need your mafuta of choice. This is coconut oil that I will use for the mixing and maybe part of the cooking. You will need some salt, and you will need some baking powder. Result to going the conventional way, where you use your kawaida flour, the all-purpose flour, and you're going to use your baking powder. Remember, the rule is a cup of flour, you use a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. If you overdo that, then things won't be okay. Eggs, 2 eggs, milk or water. So this is like one of my go-to recipes when I am making those. So I have shown you like the standard ingredients kind of situation. Now I will show you my extras. I have sultanas and raisins. I have some vanilla essence that I will use. The raisins and pumpkin seeds, these I will use for the pancakes. And then vanilla essence and cinnamon powder I will use for the crepes. So go extra, make it happen your way. This is like my go-to recipe that I like so much. And without forgetting, the next thing that you will need is hot water. Okay, you need some hot water to be mixing with your the water should be like warm. Okay, so first things first, you mix the dry ingredients. So my ingredient is 1 scoop, another scoop. Those should be okay. So ingredients, I will do a spoon of sugar each, then a pinch of salt. Really, this is estimation, that should be fine. So for the this will be my crepe mix. I will add my cinnamon powder, that is enough. And for my pancake part, I will add my pumpkin seeds. Okay, for that extra iron that you need for your body, and some raisins and some sultanas and currant mix. I usually buy them and mix them in one whatever, so that it will be easier for me to just pour them whenever I need to use them. So mix the dry ingredients together. So like I said, I am not going to use the baking powder because I am using an all-purpose flour. If you're not using all-purpose flour, don't forget to use your baking powder. So the mixing is done for both of them, and you can see my pancake flour, and this is crepe flour. So what you do at this point, you just make a whatever a hole in between your dry ingredients, and pour your wet ingredients here. So what we are going to do is for the crepe, I'm going to make to use the vanilla essence. I will use my half water, half milk for that. And then this is secret number one. If you want your pancakes or your crepes to be very moist and very yummy, point number one, when you're mixing your batter, make sure that you add either some oil or butter. Okay, so you can do butter or you can do oil, but make sure in the process of mixing you have some oil in the mixing. Okay, usitengeneze tu zikiwa so dry. Just make sure. That's secret number one. You will thank yourself later, or thank me. For my crepes, I will be using butter. For my pancakes, I will be using coconut oil. So that's my dry ingredients plus 1 egg plus vanilla essence. I will put just a little, not a lot. This is very kidogo flour butter, sorry, so you don't need to use a lot of vanilla essence. And then I will put my milk, half 1 part milk, 1 part water, and then I will mix everything together. Finally, this is my crepe butter. Okay, you see the consistency. So for my pancake, I am going to add into the flour to my dry ingredients. I put an egg, a scoop of coconut oil, and then I will do my half milk, half water here. So remember the crepe butter was runny. This should be a little bit thick, so put maziwa slowly as you mix everything together and make sure that it's not as runny as the crepe butter. And this here is my pancake batter. See the difference? This one is runny as compared to this. So at this point you can fry them immediately, or you can give them a few minutes, really like nothing much. So another recipe I like when I am doing my pancakes is you slice some walnuts and then you put a scoop of peanut butter. That is also a very good combination. So for the crepes, I will be using olive oil. Remember, I mixed in some butter when I was whisking. And for my pancakes, I will use the coconut oil because I whisked some small scoop of coconut oil here, so I want the whole flavor to be coconutty kind of. You will need a pan, of course, and a spatula, something that you will use to like turn your pancakes with. If you want them to have that uniform browning that happens on the pancake or the crepe, you need to go low on oil, or best still don't put the oil first. Let the pan be hot enough. Now put your butter. You can use something to scoop it like this. I will be using my steel scoop. You can use your ice cream scoop or anything to scoop. That will make sure that you make them uniformly in a way, and yeah, they will just be fine. I will be making my crepe, so just scoop, and then when you put your butter, you can swirl your butter to flow on the sides vizuri, so that it is spreads evenly everywhere. When you see the drying happening, that is the time you need to turn your crepe and at the same time oil the side so that it can come out perfectly. I have turned my crepe. Remember to cook on low, like I said. Don't use a lot of mortar, just pour in your butter like that, and then you can like shake the pan to just shape it a little bit. Don't spread it. So you know your pancake is ready to be turned when you observe that it has dried. These are the sides that. So at this point you have the choice of either to apply some little oil on top, which I want, because remember my butter had some coconut oil, and this side when I was flipping I put some kidogo coconut oil, so I really don't have to put oil on top of this, but you can still apply some. Let us turn our pancake and see how it is. See the other side, that looks so good. Finally my crepes ziko sawa and ready. Yeah, that is how they look like, and I bet they are very yummy. I have not tasted yet, but I know they will be very, very yummy. So back to the pancakes. These are my pancakes. This one almost burned. In real life that happens, and you see how bouncy it is, because pancakes, they are actually flat cakes, okay, and they are so cooked inside. So these kind of foods, they are healthy for as long as you take a good portion of whatever that you'll be eating. So if you are health conscious like I am, okay, you need to think about what you do after you make your crepes. So ditch your maple syrups for honey. Okay, that is a good plan, to just have your crepes with some honey instead of the maple syrup. That is for the extra sweetness that you want. Same for your pancakes. Remember, because of the seeds and the sultanas and stuff like that, they are already sweet, but for that extra sweetness you can have your honey. So that's the inside of my pancake. See the sultanas, the what are they, pumpkin seeds, and it is very well cooked. See that? So that is it for today, my people. I am so thankful that you're here. If you're not a subscriber, please kindly subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. If you think this video was helpful in any way, give it a thumbs up and share. Bye.